come on up, and we're going to begin with our opening song. My soul is welcome here. Here we go. We're small but mighty. Place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. In the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just what I'm supposed to be. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. Right.
Yeah, am I on? I'm on. Wow, look at the people who braved this beautiful weather. There are a few brave souls. I'm so glad you're all here today. I'm Ann Reed. I am your worship assistant today. I have a couple of announcements to start with. One, I'd like to say thank you, Julie Chai, who will be our speaker today, and I know has an amazing, beautiful message to share with all of us. Next week, we will have Judy Grimes back as our speaker. Oh, on Friday, January the 26th, is the Unity Day of World Peace. So Unity Minister Jim Rosemergery is inviting everyone to be a part of this worldwide 24 hours of devotion to peace, again on Friday, January 26th at noon, at 12 p.m. You're invited to imagine and envision world peace and to send your thoughts and prayers for peace around the world. Tell your family and friends. Together, peace will be heard and talked about all around the world for 24 hours. Peace begins with you and with me. And our anthem is Imagine by John Lennon. And with that, let's go to our next congregational song. So if you would all stand.
To God in prayer, I know my God is there. to God in prayer. I know my God is there. My connection is hard, so I pray as Christ taught. When I go to my God in prayer, go to God in prayer. I know my God is there. Peace and tranquility, love is waiting for me as I go to my God in prayer. Now I go to my God in prayer. I go to my God in prayer.
Thank you. Let's now open with a prayer. If you would please close your eyes. Dear Spirit, we are blissfully happy on this beautiful wintry day. Excuse me. In fact, our hearts are filled with so much joy that we want to share it everywhere we go and with everyone we meet. As we have grown spiritually, we have deepened our joy. We understand that true joy doesn't come from having possessions or the perfect home. Neither does it come from cultivating a flawless appearance. All these things can be gone in the blink of an eye. But when we have spiritual joy in our minds and hearts, we can trust in its permanence. True lifelong joy derives from our relationship with the divine, and we practice deepening this connection by seeing the divine in everyone. We know we are all part of this wonderful spirit, and as we share our heartfelt gladness through words and actions, our joy grows and grows. We are grateful for our time together today, for the tremendous beauty and wildness of nature, for the wisdom that comes from our divine intelligence, and for our love. Amen. And now let's say our affirmation for today. I believe it's on the screen. Together, I am open and receptive to infinite abundance. Then our next song.
I can do anything I make up my mind to do. I've got a thing inside that I was designed to do, and nothing can hold me back. And if I don't want it to, 'cause I can do anything I make up my mind to do. 'Cause if I can think, then I can dream. And when I can dream, I can believe. And when I believe, then I will see. I can do anything. Anything. I can be anyone that I decide to be. I have a great big dream growing inside of me, and no one can bring me down. dream, and what I can dream, I can believe. And when I believe, then I will see I can do anything. Anything.
Brad can do anything. I know, that was great. All right. Great lead into our meditation, Brad. Thank you. It is the time for our meditation, so lights will come down. Get comfortable, please, in your seats. Change seats, lay down in your seats. You've got so many out there today. Whenever I prepare for the meditation, I prepare. Some people can do this like off the top of their head. I wish I could channel like a Libby or Bob or whatever, but I'm not there yet, so I write my meditations the night before. And I usually reflect on what's happened with me during the week, during the recent week. And one of the things that happened was a sad thing, which I put my dog down, Bernie. And so that created the thought of letting go, because when you lose a loved one, there's a lot of letting go that needs to happen. So today's meditation is really about that. It's about letting go. So if you would, close your eyes. Take some deep, deep cleansing breaths. And begin to welcome the inner knowing that informs my mind, your mind, and heart of what is mine to do. I release my ideas of what the result will look like, and instead have faith that each next step I am guided to take will lead to what is best for me and others. This same inner knowing tells me when it's time to slow down, to stop my worldly activity. When my work is done, I clearly know that my efforts are complete and I've done my part. I resist the temptation to wonder or worry about specifics, timing, or anything else beyond my control. I trust the work I've done in the world is enough, and that the proper result is on its way. At peace, I release my need to control the details. I let go and allow inspired actions to flow forth from the well of my spirit within. Let's take a few moments of silence to reflect on any decision or situation that you may be struggling with, and imagine how it would feel if you could let it go and turn it over to your divine spirit within, trusting that the outcomes, whatever they may be, are for the best. As we come back into the room, I'd like to end today's meditation with a poem by Mary Berg. It was published in the 2023 January-February Daily Word. As the conscious thread within me meets the outer cords of strife, may this double thread remind me of the warp and weft of life. The eternal soul within me forms not a single strand of the mystery and the oneness connecting spirit to my hand. There's the outer thread that calls me. Here's the eagle's wind-borne cry. Chants in tune with soaring choirs create songs and lullabies. Grant that you may grasp me fully. Keep these golden silks entwined. Weave the inner thread of spirit with this outer life of mine. Amen.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine on till tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
Thank you, music team. Gosh, it's always so great. And now, Julie Chai, you are on. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, let's go with slide 1. So today I'm going to talk about manifesting as creators instead of as victims. And a lot of you are creators. I know we're all creators. But hopefully I'm not just preaching to the choir, that I may give you a framework to have deeper understanding. And that is my prayer. In the meantime, speaking of prayer, let us pray. I give thanks to my higher self, angels and guides. Thank you, mystery we call God, goddess, love, all that is, great spirit, for helping us to hear what we need to hear, see what we need to see, let go of what we're ready to let go of, and receive what we're ready to receive, all in accordance to our highest good, the purpose of our soul, and the well-being of the sacred planet. Let all the people say. Okay. So, thank you everybody for braving the snow today and getting here. Go ahead, Sheila, next. When we manifest, sometimes we look at our experiences of what we don't want that teaches us what we do want. And we can get down on ourselves for experiencing some of the chaos in the current political situation or experiencing an illness. And, we get to this perfection thing and we can be very judgmental and critical of ourselves. But the truth is that, as a law of attraction tells us, what we don't want tells us what we do want. So illness tells us we want health. Judgment and criticism tells me I want to feel and manifest compassion and understanding. A climate of fear, anger, selfishness, and separation tells me I desire to manifest and feel love, generosity, and connection. Next. The energy of my repetitive thoughts affect my energetic vibration, which determines how I feel and what I attract into my life. How many already knew that? Raise your hands. I'm preaching to the choir. Next. We are literally, and I love to say this, vibrating our experiences into being. Isn't that amazing? When you really get into this and experience it, it's incredible. The universe does give us what we vibrate at. God is not, this mystery we call God is not judging us. It's allowing us to learn and to grow by our experiences. Next. Okay, you may remember this. This is a little fancier diagram of what I did last time I spoke. Our focus or our thinking creates our inner state or our feeling. So what I'm thinking about creates what I'm feeling in my body, which then determines my behavior or action and then reinforces my focus. So if I'm focused on what I don't want, my inner state is anxiety, stress, and I take behaviors, I take actions to get rid of it, to fight it, to cut it out, to drink it away, to eat it down. Okay, so a lot of our addictions come from this. Okay, and then that just reinforces, man, I am a victim. It's awful, right? Because you feel shitty. And you're thinking shitty, everything's going to come to you as shitty. Okay, next. I love this. This is from the Health and Law of Attraction cards. I love that. My experience is a clear indication of the thoughts I think. Look at the leaves. She's thinking that, and then they go on. Those can either be beautiful feathers or they can be daggers, right? Next. So I'm going to introduce you to the drama triangle. How many of you actually are familiar with it? Stephen Cartman's, oh good, so a little something new anyway. The drama triangle is also called the victim triangle. It was developed by Dr. Stephen Cartman to explain the unhealthy drama roles his clients play with themselves and others. Unhealthy drama roles. Oh, we've never been in those, right? Okay, we're gonna see, okay? I have, and that's how I learned about this, because my feminine power sister in Houston, and I have one in Vancouver, and we get together every 2 weeks, and she said, she's a coach, and she said, oh, Julie, you need to read the TED book, The Power of TED. And that's how I got interested in this, and then I took a 9-week workshop with the people from the Center for Empowerment. So next. So here is the drama triangle. It is problem focused. Does it look like it's stable? How stable does that look? Woo, it's about ready to tip over, right? It's very unstable. So you've got the victim, the rescuer, and the persecutor. You got 3 roles, and they go around and round and around and around and around. We're going to look at the victim next. Okay, victim, you know, and we all find ourselves in this. So this isn't a judgment, right? It's an experience we don't want to have. It's poor me, it's the pity pot, it's a sense of powerlessness. Life happens to me, it's not my fault. I remember a guy in my church back in Wisconsin, he he had this saying, since I've already said the word, shit happens. And he used to say that, and I would say, well, grace happens too. My dream isn't possible. I want or need to be rescued. They're not seen and they're not hearing as creators. They're seen and hearing as victims, which they feel like, and then that reinforces the fact that indeed I am a victim. Next. Victim feelings. Victimized, that's obvious, right? Fearful and anxious, helpless and hopeless, discounted and alone, going down into the hole, the black hole. Next. Victim behaviors. They react to problems and feed the drama. It's not just that this happened, but oh my God, you know, and then I've, you know, and so always feeding it. I liken it to a soap opera, Days of Our Lives, or what, the Bold and Beautiful now. Is there another one? As the World Turns. Is that still on? So yeah, and I just can't do that. I can't do drama. In fact, I took a writing class to learn how to like write a novel, and because I don't do drama, I dropped out. I mean, because, you know, and the teacher said something to the effect of, and I was right here, she was there, and then there were students around the table. It's a small table, and she said, and the energy of it shocked me, something like, well, life is miserable or terrible or hard or something like that. And I saw the words, the energy, like, you know, I felt it come to me, and then going into all these, and I kind of saw them kind of go like that. Is amazing. I thought, well, if that's what you need to have to be able to write about what people are thinking and feeling and describe it, I guess I'm not there. Because, you know, as a chaplain and stuff, and I wrote about, you know, being up for rapes and batteries, and they said, oh, is that you? Because it seems really cold. And I'm going, well, you know, you find a level, and then you're present, and that level, that Christ Spirit, is very calming. And so then the teacher said, well, that's why I don't do yoga. She said, I took a class, and I couldn't do the drama, so I stopped. And she was very nervous, and she's sweet. I loved her, but you know, I realized that might not be my my bag. So there's a tendency the victim will blame and scapegoat, not take responsibility. They tend to give up really quickly and give power to others. Rescue me, right? And they disempower themselves. They don't realize what a capable spirit they are. They focus on the negative, what's wrong. They have little energy then for forward movement. They catastrophize. Oh my God, if this happened and this happened, what's it gonna? The rest of my life is gonna be, and I'm like, wait, whoa, you're catastrophizing. Tell me about today. Next. So it's really important to look, am I a victim? Do I feel like a victim? Because sometimes when negative things happen to us, our feelings are hurt. We do feel that way, and that's okay. So am I angry like a negative bumper sticker, condemning the other out of my own unresolved pain? I want you to think about that with our current political climate. Am I being negative, condemning the other out of my own unresolved pain? I was on South Airport, and I came up at a stop to a black SUV, and it had a bumper sticker, and it had the outline of a red dog. And I thought, oh, they must like dogs. Have you seen it? Oh, it's awful. So that swear word I used, the dog was doing that on our vice president. Yeah. I mean, I was just totally shocked. I thought, I don't need that. I didn't need to know that you have that particular opinion or pain. What are we putting out there for other people? And I did feel a little bit like a victim, so I had to shift. I laughed. Amusement is everything. I learned that in clairvoyant training. Amusement is everything. Have amusement. You're like this, ha 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 ha. You let go, right? You laugh. Next. What is my higher learning? What am I learning from the seen people in unresolved pain? How can I grow and raise my vibration and be better because of what the current chaos mirrors for me? Life is a mirror reflecting us whole. We don't want to admit that. We want to point and blame, right? But that's victim. That's victim stuff. Life is a mirror reflecting me whole. Next. So, just a brief look. Under anger, I always say, and I'm writing a book on anger. I wrote a booklet on transforming anger when we had the Stress Reduction and Wellness Center. And I'm just expanding on it. So this is a diagram I love. To me, anger is not a primary feeling. It's a reaction, right? Anger is a reaction to what you feel underneath. Rejected, unloved, worthless, insignificant, betrayed, helpless, confused, abandoned, lonely, sad, ultimately unsafe. So when we feel unsafe, our anger gets triggered if we're not aware that, oh, I'm feeling helpless right now. How can I be with that? What do I need to do to take care of myself? Oh, that person's acting like a 5-year-old. Probably felt very helpless as a 5-year-old. Can I be compassionate to that person even though I don't agree with their politics? Okay. And can I find something beautiful about them? At a gathering, a neighbor came up and thanked me for writing letters in the Record Eagle about fireworks. I like to educate people about what the contents and how the harm that they do to people and animals and the environment. And then he started to say something about one of his neighbors, and I said, and he couldn't understand why the person was so unthoughtful, And I said, well, maybe he grew up with his dad doing fireworks. And maybe by doing fireworks, he feels he's giving a lot of love to his kids and grandkids. And that may be his way of showing love. So that's compassion. That doesn't mean I think fireworks are great, but it's compassion, right? And so I'm not putting more poison into the world, right? Next. Anger dissolves when we acknowledge and love that place within us that is hurting. When I was doing one-on-one inner listening therapy, helping people be with what they're avoiding that's causing the stress and the anxiety, a woman came to me. I was in my early 40s. She was probably in her mid-50s. And that seems young now. And And she got to what she needed to be with, probably we did some inner child work. And 3 days later, she calls me. And she said, Julie, I just have to tell you this. I said, what? She says, well, my husband says I've changed. Yeah. I said to him, how? And she said, you're not yelling at me anymore. He told me I'm not yelling at him anymore. And she said, honestly, I had no idea I was yelling. I didn't know it. But that pain was there, and that's how it came out. And I think that's happening now, don't you? I think that's happening now in our country and all over the world. It's human. It's human. Next. So we're going to look at, very briefly, the rescuer and the persecutor. Next. The rescuer, how many like to help? Just raise your hand if you're honest. Don't you like to help others? Oh man, I used to look for somebody to help. It's an addiction, right? Oh, let me help you even if you don't want help. I had a friend try and help me do a photograph, and I'd spend an hour learning how to use the equipment, and I'm like, it's okay, I just need to do it. And, no, let me help you. It's like, I don't want your help. You don't need to rescue me. I'm fine. Thank you. So we want to do good. And I'm not saying we want to be heroes, but it does feel good to do good, doesn't it? We tend to want to fix things and control things, maybe just a little bit. If I can make that person a better person, I'll probably feel better, right? We see the victim as helpless. You're helpless. That's not a nice thing. We foster dependency. We can. Or we can shield the victim from the truth and the consequences. Those are codependents, right? We do good out of fear of not being needed or worthy. We have to please God, right? Underneath, there's some real strong inner child work to do there. We take, oh, this is a good one. Oh man, I had to learn this in clairvoyant training. We take responsibility for the growth period of others when we rescue. We do not believe in the capable spirit of the one they want to rescue or help. Taking responsibility for the growth period of others. So I learned that I did that. And so I put a blue layer of light around my outside of my aura that says, I am not responsible for your growth period. Is a good visualization, a good symbol. Next. The persecutor, they get triggered, angry, and attack. Okay, they persecute. The victim will attack the rescuer. You're not rescuing me the way I wanted. You overstepped your bounds. I had, when it was my my turn to experience this, a gal came right up into my face. And I was like, holy, well, And I realized, I said, wow, I turned around and walked away. And I'd had this happen over the phone, but not in person like that. And this person's very spiritual, but very wounded. And I finally said, Jess, what's wrong? And I'm going, I really feel disrespected and unloved, but I realized right away, I said, you mirrored for me the disrespect I have for myself. And since I had been tapping with her, she'd had a recent death, we tapped on it. It was amazing. And she said, I never knew how important that was. Self-respect and self-love. Because we think we're supposed to love others and sacrifice ourselves, right? That old martyr complex that comes from Christianity. That doesn't come from Jesus. That's not what he would want. Anyway, the drama cycle goes on because the rescuer will attack the victim because you're not getting well, you're not doing it the way I said, because the rescuer is going to give advice, right? We don't give advice when we're a coach. So a rescuer gives advice. Victim doesn't follow it, gets attacked. Okay, next. Here's the creator triangle, also called the empowerment dynamic. It was created by David Emerald as an antidote to Stephen Cartman's dreaded drama triangle. Next. How does that look? A little more stable, like it can weather situations, and yeah. It's solution and future focused, whereas the victim triangle was focused on the victimization experience. Next. Creators have thoughts like, I have a choice despite my circumstances. I'm dedicated to continued growth. I'm focused on what I want to create. If you're focused on what you want to create and you're excited about it, your inner state is what? Passion, right? Excitement. And then what's your behavior? You're going to take baby steps to make that happen, and it's going to reinforce your focus, even if you're 2 steps back, 1 step forward. Keeping that focus gives you the passion you need to move forward. And 1 step backward is okay because I'm dedicated to having continued growth. So I don't judge or condemn myself. I say, what can I learn from that? I trust that the universe is working for my highest good. That is like, that's so unity, right? But a lot of people don't have that belief. And so they have to control and manage everything. And you can't. Just like the song said, let it be. Let it be. Next. Creator feelings, they're hopeful, energized, inspired, resilient, and supported. All working together for a higher good. I did the dishes last week with, went to Haiti. Brooke, thank you. Thank you. What a beautiful, energized human being. What an amazing creator. When she talks about that, she's not giving charity. She's empowering women. Women giving birth. What is more powerful than a woman giving birth? You can't do it for her. Well, I suppose you could do surgery, whatever, but you know what I mean? When you're a coach like she is. Amazing to hear her story. Amazing. All the midwives across the United States and throughout the world are together supporting one another, creating wonderful healing experiences for other people. Next. Creator behavior, they take responsibility for their choices. They take action towards what they want, the baby steps, and they ask, what am I creating by my thinking and feeling? When a tapping client or listening client says, oh, I'm feeling this and that, I'm this shitty, that, what, I go, stop. What were you thinking? What are you thinking? It's always negative. Next. Creators seek to live in alignment with their spirit, their highest good, and the highest good of all. That's so unity. I love unity. Next. Okay, when you're not a rescuer, but you're a coach, you hold the creator, former victim, in the highest regard. And just holding someone in the highest regard actually helps to improve their own self-esteem and move them into the creator triangle so they can be a creator. You trust the creator's higher self and uplift their gifts and skills. Sometimes when we're really down in the hole, we forgot. And since we're vibrating and attracting that negativity, we look at our past and it's all negative. I had a client recently tell me, I forgot. I had some happy moments with my parents. Yes, because I see she's becoming more and more of a creator, changing her thought when it gets down, being aware that she has choices. Yes. We're compassionate, reflective, supportive, and non-attached. Even though I'm happy when people, get it, it's their journey, it's not mine. We use inquiry to clarify the creator's vision. We ask what and how questions instead of giving advice. Oh, come on, how many have given advice? Just come on. Oh, come on. And a lawyer, you've given advice, Blake. Come on, everybody. We've all given advice because we can see where somebody is and what they need to do. But if it's not coming from them, if it's not in alignment with what they need, where they are at that moment, it's just going to one in one ear and out the other, you know. And how many of us have said, "I told you so," under our breath? Come on. So it's really important. I'm learning. I'm really trying hard not to give advice. If somebody asks, I might say what I would do, but I try to find out what they really want to do, what they need. What do you need, and what steps can you take towards meeting that need? Coaches uplift, empower, they provide positive reinforcement, and they see the light within themselves and the other. Next. Okay, the challenger. This is where the persecutor goes from being a persecutor, putting down, to challenging, lifting up. They know change happens at the Creator's own pace. It can't be forced. They trust the process and respect the client, the Creator. They're self-aware, confident, direct, and clear. And by the way, the client, the Creator, can be your best friend, your spouse, your kids, somebody in the other political party. The challenger is self-aware, confident, direct, and clear. They challenge with compassion, not to put down, but to encourage clarity, forward movement, and growth in the Creator. They tell the truth and hold the Creator accountable rather than be codependent, remember? They engage in their own self-care and inner work because guess what? That person, the other person, is going to challenge us. Am I becoming attached? Am I taking responsibility? Could I have done this a little differently? There's always an opportunity to grow. Next. Jesus was a creator, a challenger, and a coach. He saw and brought out the light in others. Next. And like Jesus, we magnify the light when we manifest as creators. Next. This is a channeling from Lizelle. She and her husband, Rob Schwartz, have a website called yoursoulsplan.com. They do past life and life between life regressions. He's a hypnotist. And Lizelle was channeling the beams of light. I have a copy on the table in the back. And this is what they said that came from the spirit, the entity we call Jesus. I did not teach the people by rooting out the darkness within them. Next. I taught by seeing the faintest spark of light within them and nurturing, fanning that spark until they themselves could begin to perceive it and continue to stroke the fire from within. Isn't that beautiful? I did not teach by condemning and rooting out, let me do it for you, the darkness. I taught by seeing that light, even when they couldn't see it. I often think I hold that light for people when they can't hold their own. It's there. I stroke that flame until they can stroke it themselves, fan it themselves, until they feel the joy of living in the light, the Christ light that's within all of us. Next. In the current chaos, you and I can be creators, challengers, and coaches by using our gifts to remind each other of the Christ light within. Even when you're at a neighborhood party or at that dinner with family. Next. So I think, what are your many gifts and talents? This is about every day. The coordinators and collaborators, the creative arts, the speakers, the writers, the physical activity people, the prayer and visualization, humor and food, healing presence, cheerleader. My friend from Vancouver is the biggest cheerleader.
Now it's on. Thank you, Julie. That was beautiful. Good message, good information. You're pretty amazing yourself. And the light was shining, believe me. So now is the time to share our blessings and give our offerings. So I think the prosperity blessing maybe is coming up on the screen. Maybe not. We will manifest it. Here it comes. There we go. All right. So together, let's say, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you. And so it is.
Now I've been happy lately, thinking about the good things to come, and I believe it could be something good has begun. I've been smiling lately, dreaming about the world as one, and I believe it could be someday it's going to come. 'Cause out on the edge of darkness there rides a peace train. A peace train, take this country, come take me home again. Now I've been smiling lately, thinking about the good things to come, and I believe it could be something good has begun. Oh, peace train sounding louder, glide on the peace train. Ooh-ah-ee-ah-ee-ah, come on the peace train. A peace train, holy roller, everyone jump on the peace train. Ooh-ah-ee-ah, ooh-ah, come on now peace train. Get your bags together and go and bring your good friends too, 'cause it's getting nearer, it soon will be with you. Now come and join the living, it's not so far from you, and it's getting nearer, soon it will all be true. Oh, peace train sounding louder, glide on the peace train. Ooh-ah-ee-ah, ooh-ah, come on the peace train. Now I've been crying lately, thinking about the world as it is. Why must we go on hating? Why can't we live in bliss? 'Cause out on the edge of darkness there rides a peace train. Oh, peace train, take this country, come take me home again. Oh, peace train sounding louder, glide on the peace train. Ooh-ah-ee-ah, ooh-ah, come on the peace train. A peace train, holy roller, everyone jump on the peace train. Ooh-ah-ee-ah, ooh-ah, come on, come on, come on. Come on, peace train. Is this the peace train? Ooh-ah-ee-ah, ooh-ah, come on the peace train.